On this particular training is how you use the message center. Now let me briefly explain what the message center is and how it functions. First of all, the message center is an internal communication system. What that means is that if either you broadcast to your organization or someone in your organization broadcasts to you, when all those messages will go into one centralized place like the message center. And what will happen is that when you broadcast to your organization, notification emails will go out to each individual person's email address, notifying them that they have a message sitting in the message center that they need to go listen to. They can also, if they set it up in the notifications, which we'll do a training on a little bit later, they can also set up text message notification. So just like the system has always done, we're going to notify you when there's a message. The difference is now all the messages, the voicemail messages, the email messages, the web meeting messages, PDF messages, they will all be in one place. And that is residing inside of the message center. So it's very similar to the way Facebook works. Someone posts a message on your Facebook, you get notified. You have a couple choices. You can go in and listen to that or view whatever it is someone has posted on your Facebook right then, or you can just come back later and that message will still be sitting there waiting for you to view it or to listen to it. So that's how the message center works. And the exciting news is now everybody at Legal Shield has access to a message center box, even those who are non-Telebox subscribers. Telebox subscribers can broadcast. They have all the access to all these new reports. They have the access to be able to create business groups, to be able to host and schedule web meetings. But non-subscribers will, when they get an email notification, they can click on that and it'll actually take them into their own really trimmed down abbreviated version of the message center, which allows them to do nothing really but listen, but at least have access to those messages. So you can broadcast emails, voicemails, PDFs, and web meetings to everyone in your organization now. So let's show you how you do that. Okay, I've logged into my Telebox Evo account. First thing I want to do is close the Welcome to Evo box. And then I go over to the message center and click on messages. Now this will open my message center. You'll notice when this opens that there are three different kinds of messages that are sitting in my message box. There's a email message, which is right here, and if it were a longer email message, when I click see more, it would open up the entire message, and then the abbreviated version if I click see less. But that's an example of an email message. Now this email also has an attachment. If I click on that, it'll open up that PDF attachment and show me whatever it is that PDF is that someone had sent to me. The other option is a voicemail. If I get a voicemail, I still have access to voicemail by listening through my toll-free number. But this is how I listen to my voicemail online. So if someone sends me a voicemail, I just go ahead and click on that. It'll load it up and play the voicemail right there. The other thing is that now I can access web meetings. So like for example, this was this morning's corporate leadership show. So now I can go in here and I can click on that particular message and it will open up the listen to web meetings page, and you can actually listen to that web meeting. So if there was a web meeting that everybody needed to see, or everybody wanted to see, or that you wanted people to see, you can actually push it to them through the message center. They'll still be on the listen to web meetings page like before, but now you can actually push these messages out to people. So that's how you retrieve your messages. Now, what other types of messages will be here? Well, if someone calls your toll-free number and leaves you a voicemail, that voicemail will come here into the message center. So everything, email, voicemail, everything is organized in one place. And again, the notification system is working. So whenever a message, if someone, for example, calls your toll-free number, leaves you a voicemail, we're going to notify you via email. We're going to notify you via text message, depending on how you set up your account. So let's go on now and show you how you actually send a message through the system. So I go ahead and click Send Broadcast. And I can either type in the name of an individual, and it will bring up everybody that fits that criteria in the company, or I can, again, this is just to send to one individual, or I can start with an ID. If I know somebody's ID, I can just type in the ID, and then I can go down and select the person that I want to send the message to. Or if I want to send it to my entire downline, I click Query. And in my case, I have one person in my downline, so I'm a very successful associate. But if I want to send that message, say I just want to send an email message, I just go here and just type in the email. So I can type in an email. You have HTML capabilities with this email client. So there's some things that you can do there. There's other types of messages. Once I type in the email I want, all I do is go down here at the bottom, click send, and it goes. Or, say for example, I want to send a voicemail. I attach a microphone to my computer. I can either upload an existing file that I might have, and I do that by clicking browse and selecting an MP3 file from my computer. Or I can just go in and use the recorder and actually click here and record the message. After I record the message, all I have to do then is I record the message. I can click here after it's recorded to listen to it, and then all I do is click send, and it will send it as a voicemail. If I want to attach a PDF file, all I have to do is click PDF, and now all I do is again browse my computer, find the PDF file I want, and attach it to the message. If I want to, for example, send a web meeting, find a web meeting, I can go ahead and click attach web meeting. You can just start with the title of the web meeting, and it will find whatever web meeting fits that particular description. You then click on the web meeting and send it out. So in this case, I would click on here, click send, and it would send that message out. Now, every time I send a message, again, it goes to everyone in my organization, or however I decide to sort my organization. Now, there are advanced filters here where I can go in and choose just send to a specific country. I can send to a specific state. Like if I just wanted to go to a state, I can do that. I can send to all my Players Club qualified. I can exclude a leg or more than one leg. For example, if I wanted to exclude a leg, I could just click exclude, type in the ID number of the person of the leg I want to exclude. It will broadcast it right to that person, and then they can choose to forward it on or not. And you can do that with multiple legs by clicking on the plus sign here, and it will open up multiple legs. Now, the other option that I have here is to include. In other words, I can type in an ID number of someone I want to start the broadcast at. And so as you can see, there's lots of flexibility in being able to broadcast messages. But remember, the easiest way to do it, if you want to send a message out to everybody, and most people do, I'm going to go ahead and click send broadcast again, is just click send broadcast, click query, choose entire downline will be defaulted for you, type in the message if it's an email, record using a microphone if it's a voicemail, attach a PDF or attach a web meeting file, and then just click send, and you're done. So as you can see, this is a really simple broadcasting system to use, and more importantly, it's really, really effective. So we want now that everybody is included, including people who are not on your subscribers to Televox, we want you to start using this, because look, it's a lot easier to broadcast to 10 people than to call or send individual messages to 10 individual people. So that's the new Message Center. That's how it functions. It has a lot of features to it, and let me tell you something, it will be an extremely powerful tool in your communication. Thank you and have a good day.